Howdy everybody, today we're going to take a look at the Babadio virtual reality headset. It's a DIY headset, I believe, so there is some assembly required, and there is an app that you can download to work with this headset. First thoughts on it when opening it, don't mind the little bit of package problem here. This was my own fault, but fairly basic box, and anyone who's seen my previous reviews knows that while a fancy box might be cool, it's the proof is in the pudding. Whether or not this is a good item has nothing to do with the box, so the simpler boxes really don't bother me any. It looks to be a fairly basic box though. Not a whole lot of a write-up on it. A little bit of looks like a honeycomb pattern, but again, that doesn't matter. What you want to see is the actual virtual reality headset. So let's open this up and see how it comes. And you'll be seeing this the same time I am, so let's see. The actual headset comes in this ESD bag. Hopefully I didn't lose any instructions if it came with any. It's a, I want to say like a pleather almost kind of a material, which is actually really nice. I was expecting lesser quality, honestly, than this. The lenses are glass, and they do have the sticky protector on both sides, which is really a nice touch. Again, like I said, it really doesn't matter on the boxing. The packaging kind of matters, but clearly, like in this case, this is a lot better of a build than I would have expected given the packaging. It really is quite sturdy, but you have what looks to be your viewing piece or your eyepiece. You have the main apparatus, and we're gonna have to look for instructions on this to make sure that we put it together right, and I'm hoping to be able to put this together on camera so that you can kind of get an idea. And it looks like we also have this little almost like an earpiece or a wedge. Let's see. It does come with a microfiber cleaning cloth for the lenses, which is a really nice touch. We'll set that down so that we don't scratch up our lenses. Also in the box we have a neck strap, which feels really quite comfortable. It's got a fair amount of padding in it. It's a Velcro strap, so it'll be adjustable to any length, which is nice. I don't know if any of you have ever seen it, but it seems somewhat reminiscent to the Google had released a set that was actually out of a cardboard box. And this looks like it's basically that set, but on steroids. So we have the instructions. They say 5 easy steps. So hopefully we'll be able to do this on camera. I'm going to try and do it with this camera balanced kind of about on my shoulder. So hopefully I stay in frame. The first step, this is the nose piece, that wedge is actually the nose piece, it looks like. And it'll go it shows it going in here. Let me look at this picture real quick. believe it goes this way. I might be wrong. Then we take this piece, looks like in this configuration. And this piece fits right kind of in here like this. And you've got some snaps on this side. I do apologize if I'm off camera. I hope you can see this, or at least I'll show it to you a little bit better when I've got it together. Looks like you have a bit of a tactile feel to that. Which is kind of neat. And yeah, you put your camera in here, or your phone I mean, and then you've got these straps here that allow you to snap it down onto that. Let me attach the earpieces for you real quick and then show you what that looks like. I'll be right back. So all I did was run the strap through the last couple of eyepieces, or earpieces, sorry, eyepieces, the earpieces here. And as you can see, it holds together really quite well. It really was a very simple build. I mean, it worked really quite well. According to their small bit of instructions, it says it supports a 4.5 up to a 5.5 inch screen. So what I'm going to do is I've got my Galaxy S4, and as you can see, it's not going to fit with the case, which I kind of wish it would fit with some cases, and it might if they're a slimmer case, but that's okay. So we'll take out the S4, and it just fits kind of right here like this. You want to make sure that your camera, whoops, is exposed. There's a small spot on the back side where you want that, and that's for your augmented reality apps. Will use that camera. I don't know if you can see then, but it does sandwich this phone at least in quite well in there. I don't think it's going to come out. I mean, I wouldn't shake it too much, but I think it's in there pretty good. You can see here's where the camera does have to see out to work some of the virtual reality apps, and hopefully this isn't even going to impede on it much. There's a little bit of an overlap here with the case. It's a fairly rugged design. Like I said, anyone who's familiar with the Google version of this that came out a year or so ago, maybe more, it was just a real basic, made out of a cardboard box where this actually feels nice. I think this will feel really good on the head. Unfortunately, I think you can see now we're starting to get a little bit of rain, so I need to head inside, but I will download some apps. You don't want to see me sitting there staring at the screen like this, so I'll download the apps for it, give it a shot. Probably come back and show you what it looks like fit on the face, and maybe give the rest of the review with it on, but we'll take it as it goes. Right now I'm going to get in out of this rain. I also want to make mention real quick, see if I can zoom in quick before I get too wet. They've done this like almost a graffiti design, which is kind of neat. I don't know. I've seen a lot of these where they have to have a design, well, maybe not printed like this, but a design on their case. It adds a little bit of structure to it. So this might be a way for them to kind of incorporate that with a bit of an artistic feel. It's kind of a neat feel, or a neat look as well, but I don't know if it's necessary. It's a neat little finish though. I also want to show real quick that your button, your on-off button, I think that's what this is, I'm not entirely sure, is right here. Or maybe that's the camera button, I'm not sure. We'll have to look and see. But it does look like it is exposed on this side, and that gives you access to the phone for certain applications. Again, this is my first shot at something like this, so I hope you kind of bear with me, and hopefully we have an excellent experience, and I'll be able to tell you about it. Okay, so hopefully you can bear with me a minute. I just downloaded the virtual reality roller coaster, so I'm going to kind of talk you through my experience while wearing it and doing it. While the graphics on this particular app might be a little clunky, it's really crazy. I mean, I can see there are people in the back of the roller coaster. It is a full immersion experience. It's just crazy. There are people cheering. Oh, here we go for another one. There's this giant, I mean, I can crane my neck, look all the way around, down, you name it, and the entire thing is mapped out. It's very responsive. The mask itself is fairly comfortable on the face. It pinches a little bit, but I imagine I'm probably not wearing it quite right. And I do have a big nose, apparently, but for the most part it's fairly comfortable. And I'm sure there are, well, there goes another one. There are better apps than this, I'm sure, but this just kind of gives you an idea of what you're looking at. And I have to say, this could be really fun. This could be a really good way to do movies, I'm sure. The actual VR headset is really quite well built. It sits really nice on the head. Oh, there we go again. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know what else to say other than at first I was skeptical, especially where I've got eye problems, being able to see things like that, and it's really quite good. I do want to mention the one drawback I did see that I don't know if they'd be able to fix it or not is wearing glasses doesn't work with the headset. I wish it kind of did, but I understand that it doesn't. Sorry, I've got the sun in my eyes here. Anyway, what I was saying, I wish that the headset had a notch maybe for glasses. It doesn't, but that's not the end of the world. I could easily see handing these off to one of my children for car rides. I think it would definitely keep them quiet, and it's a really neat idea. Might seem a little gimmicky, but if what you're looking for is a fun way to view VR environments or to be able to play those virtual reality apps on the Play Market. This works amazingly well. It's very comfortable. It's a lot more durable than a lot of the other ones I've seen. Again, most of the ones I've seen are made out of cardboard, so this is a nice alternative. It'll keep your phone nice and protected, as opposed to the cardboard. And I was a little concerned about the having to take the phone out of the case, but I think this does a really good job. It's probably almost as strong or as good as my other case. And yet it does still expose your camera. I was able to check that. It does expose the camera quite well for the augmented reality type of games or apps that need to utilize the camera. I don't know that this will necessarily fit all face sizes, all face shapes. The band, though comfortable, was a little on the short side. It is adjustable. I had to almost crank it down as much as I could, or make it as long as possible. And it does have a bit of a stretch to it. But again, if I'm using this for, say, my kids on a camping trip or on a car trip, I think this would work with them just fine. In fact, I think they'd get a real kick out of this, especially for the money. Definitely a fun little project, a fun buy, easy build. Don't let that scare you off. Within 5 minutes, you'll be up and enjoying the virtual reality